from Cleveland's most accurate weather team. This is 19 First Alert Plus, sponsored by the man that makes them pay, Tim Misney.
All right, good Monday evening to one and all. Chris Fry live in the 19 News Digital Studios. Here to tell you, we have a First Alert weather day just issued not too long ago. Let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Jason Nicholas to give us the deets on what's going on. And Jason, for the most part, it has been snowing all day long, off and on. The lake effect machine is in full effect. This is the last day of winter, and now we have a winter weather advisory. Kind of give us the details of what's going on.
You know, lake effect, especially this time of the year, can be a little tricky, and one of the key components of lake effect obviously is cold air over the lake and the temperature difference between the water and the air, but also the time of day. And we talked about this a little bit earlier today and also over on the weather show, that when the sun begins to set, this stuff is going to stick a little bit more. And you got that one burst that really moved in from the west side and is the reason for the winter weather advisory and also for tonight's alert being issued. So let's take a live look right now downtown Cleveland. You can see that for the most part, you're looking downtown, you go, well, what's the big deal? Yeah, well, that's because downtown didn't get that burst like the west side got. And also the fact that we're kind of warmer near the city throughout the day, and that kind of traps the heat a little bit more. These roads are a little bit more traveled as well, most likely treated a little bit better. So you can see, and that's, this is not a microcosm of roads because that's 77, that's a big road. But you can see for the most part, we're looking just at a few flurries. But here, break down the alert details for tonight. We saw that band coming on the west side and go, oh boy, and the weather advisory was issued, and as was our alert. Lake snow squalls, timing here until 5 a.m. It's likely that things will get better much earlier than that. Slow and slick travel as well as low visibility. So you can see right now, temps in the upper 20s, low 30s. So temperature-wise, we're doing better with the colder temps. So this stuff is sticking a little bit. This is the advisory area, really just to deal with what's blowing through right now and potentially what could form again through the overnight up here, but I do think things will diminish a little bit. You can easily see where the heaviest snow bands are currently in and around the airport, Olmsted Falls, Eaton, Grafton, Elyria, Avon, Brunswick, Hinckley, also some snow in western Medina County. This area has been getting hit the hardest, and then now this clump has moved into Cuyahoga County just through downtown Cleveland. Shaker Heights, Newburgh Heights, Independence, Brecksville, North Royalton, all the way down into northern sections of Summit County as well. And then even as we head through Geauga County into northern sections of Portage County as well, we are seeing those snow bands too. So this is this one clump of snow coming in off the lake. And I would expect it to diminish a little bit as it slides south. I think the thinking here is, well, certainly what we're thinking is the roads are treacherous enough across some spots that the alert and the advisory makes a lot of sense. So we'll continue to watch this stuff as it kind of pulls in off the lakeshore. There you see it right there. Certainly here coming right off the lake. We are getting that snow moving right here into Cuyahoga County, also portions of Lorain County as well. Let's take a look here at Future View. You can see the trend here. Things do get a little better through the overnight, but what we're dealing with right now is certainly no picnic with those snow bands. We'll take a break. Coming back in 15 seconds, we'll look at the 7-day, but we'll also take a look at the snow showers and where they are now and kind of do a little nowcasting for you in 15.
I've represented families just like yours for over 4 decades. Listen, if you need me, call me. You know I'll be there for you, and I'll make them pay. In the meantime, I'll keep an eye out for you.
All right, take a look. First Alert Doppler. We are showing you those clumps of snow. We've got one here in western Medina. This is heading into Wayne. Now, Wayne is not under the advisory. Nothing magical about county borders. Northern Wayne will probably see some diminished visibilities. This clump, which moved through the west side, was pretty intense. You can see right there is when things went downhill, about 8:30, and then moving into western Cuyahoga County, now into central Cuyahoga County, northern Summit, northern Portage as well, and really right into just south and east of downtown Cleveland, Shaker Heights, Maple Heights, the Parma area also getting hit, also out towards the airport, Eaton, as you head along Route 82, there's North Ridgeville. Things are getting better in Avon, better in Lorain, better in Sheffield. But again, we saw easily an inch, 1 to 2 inches potentially there. Some spots maybe a little bit more where this band persists. And Akron's up next. So if you're in Medina, if you're in Akron, you're in Kent and Ravenna, the weather situation is going to not improve. It's going to go downhill here over the next half an hour to 45 minutes. It'll be rough for about an hour or two, and then things will subside. Again, the alert goes until 5. That's probably being a little bit overly cautious there. I don't see a ton of stuff happening overnight, but with lake effect, things always tend to kind of hang on a little bit longer. Mid-40s for Tuesday. Wednesday, we're near 40 scattered snow showers. Mid-30s on Thursday. Mid-40s on Friday, a little rain, snow mix, and a few flurries around for Saturday morning before we warm things back up Sunday to Monday. Now, Chris, back out here, with lake effect, we always say where squalls persist. We always say, hey, we're watching this. This is one of those bands that we saw earlier this evening, potentially coming on shore, and then there it is, picks up a little bit of moisture off the lake, and before you know it, the sun sets, and you've got pretty rough conditions, especially on the west side through western Cuyahoga County into Lorain County, and then now sliding inland too. So be safe out there if you're going to be out the next couple of hours. I'm optimistic that it will get better for the morning, but we'll make the call if we have to extend that alert through the morning commute as well to make sure you have the latest info out and about early tomorrow, Chris.
Old Man Winter making his presence known tonight.
Yep.
That it's not over despite the official end, the last full night of winter here in Northeast Ohio. All right, Jason, we appreciate the information.
Right.
We'll check you out coming up at 10 o'clock, as will I. We'll have our first evening newscast coming up on CW 43, 19 News at 10 o'clock, and then switch over to CBS for 19 News at 11. I'm Chris Fry in the 19 News Digital Center. We'll see you at 10 o'clock.
19 News, now streaming on